This book just keeps getting crazier and crazier, and I love it. My name is Doran. This is SEO Comments. We continue our coverage of X Factor number 7. Our story starts off at the Factor House, where you have General Cinnamon Toast Crunch calling for any X Factor member who is not dead or fired. Cyber's back. We have Cecilia. We have Pyro, which I could have swore he left with Havoc, but guess not. And we have the return of Granny Smite. It's going to be a great book now. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, I'm pretty sure you guys already heard. And everybody's like, heard what? She's like, you don't watch the news? Cecilia's like, you talking about the new Dazzler album? So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, Pyro, could you find a cable news outlet, please? And Pyro's like, I know. All right, I'm old. I got it. So he pulls it up and we see Doom. Yes, this is a spinoff from One World Under Doom. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, yeah, he's pretty much running things now. He's the emperor of the earth. And Cecilia's like, this couldn't have been an email. But then they get the real reason why they're meeting up here. Because they have a mission. Ethan Farthing, the founder of ClickClock, bought Genosha and then renamed it Genosha. Kid you not. It is the world's first algorithmic republic. Doesn't even sound right to say. So yeah, the whole country is ran by one supercomputer that's ran on Paperclip's algorithm, which is the same algorithm that they use to run ClickClock. And they don't want that proprietary technology to fall in the hands of Doom. So they want them to go in there and destroy it. And then Cyber chimes in and is like, you know I'm only 17, right? But then Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, don't worry, I got you a new leader, which is your leader. Angel walks in. Just got out of the hospital yesterday, which was a long time ago. I mean, he got messed up on that first mission. So he sits down and Cecilia's like, man, took you long enough. I thought you had a healing factor. And he comes in and is like, I thought you had a boyfriend. I was like, God, yes, it is way too soon for that. And then Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like, we also have another person, but I forget who it is. And all of a sudden he shows up. It's Forget Me Not. I'm like, man, pulling out everybody on this one, ain't they? Whew. Love Forget Me Not when you can remember he's there. So General's like, all right, you got your mission. Go on, get out of here. And then you got the PR director. It's like, don't forget to make ClickClock videos. As they're on their way to Genosha, sounds really stupid to say, they're told that they're also going to be joined by another team, the Black Wolves. So Cecilia's like, why are they involving the Chessons in this? And the Angel's like, I don't know, but I'm guessing that they're going to do everything that they don't want seen on ClickClock. So as they land to meet the Black Wolf team, Angel's trying to be nice, and their leader is just straight up like, nope, that ain't happening. All we need you to do is create a distraction, like blow up a transformer or something. Everything else, we got. See you guys later. So Pyro's sitting there using his powers to try to blow up a propane tank, and he's got Cecilia with him. He's like, I need you to use your powers to shield us. And she's like, I don't think it's a good idea. He's like, I need you to pay attention, love. Timing's everything, especially when it's a bad idea. That's what happens. It explodes, and Pyro wraps his legs all around Cecilia. So then we cut to Granny Smite and Cyber, and they're about to try to blow up a transformer. So Cyber's like, I know everybody wants me to use my power, but every time I do, it's like taking in a million x-rays. Like, how many times am I going to be able to do this before it kills me? So Granny Smite looks at him. It's like, oh dear, stay here. She jumps up there and freaking sees herself amongst the transformers. Love Granny Smite. So of course everything goes dark, and the Chechens are like, wow, the Americans actually came through. I'm shocked. The leader takes off his helmet and he emits some kind of poisonous gas, and he's like, my gas gets deadlier as I get older. Ain't that the truth? So as we cut back to X Factor, we see the real reason why they were sent there to stop this algorithm. Because it mind controls everybody. Every citizen there is now being mind controlled to stop the assault on their city. So yeah, you can mind control the masses. Not something that they want Doom to have. You see, the original Genosha was a safe place for mutants. especially the ones who were like disfigured or didn't look human. This was a safe place to go, and nobody would bother them, even though it didn't turn out to be that way. Genosha is kind of the same way. Like, it attracted all the people on their last legs, the desperate, the downtrodden, all came to Genosha. And they took them in, no questions asked. There was only one stipulation. They had to put something in their head. And that's what's controlling them now. So the X Factor is trying to deal with all these mind control people. They already overpower Pyro. They're about to get Cecilia. Cyber knows he has to use his powers. He really doesn't want to, but he knows that's probably the only way to stop these people. So he does. And everybody pretty much falls down because they're tripping head got fried. Angel's like, thanks, kid. This got here in the nick of time. He turns around and Cyber is on the ground. Cecilia's like, he's alive. And Cyber's like, I am? And Granny Smite's looking at the situation like, he can't keep doing this. And Angel, being a good kiss ass, is not really worried about the kid. It's more worried about the mission. So now the Chechens, they actually find the supercomputer. But they decide not to destroy it, but to take it with them and then sell it to Doom. Like, how stupid does that sound? We'll get into that later. So to make sure that X Factor doesn't follow them or find out about it later, they blow up their ship and they're like, well, now they're stuck here. And with all these people that they got to deal with, they're probably not going to make it off the island. They're about to board their plane when all of a sudden it just takes off on them. Why? Because Forget-Me-Not. I know you forgot Forget-Me-Not. I know you forgot about him because I forgot about him. And even one of the Chechens was like, who is that? And one of them was like, I forget. So then Forget-Me-Not flies over to X Factor and they're like, who is that? And Forget-Me-Not's like, there's no time to explain. Just get your asses in. Let's go. So then the rest of the island security finally catches up to the Chechens and they're in like some kind of skirmish. When all of a sudden on the screen, Doom pops up and it's like, your petty conflict is over with. Besides, everything belongs to Doom. And that's why that plan wasn't going to work. Like, Doom would have killed them just for even having the balls of trying to sell it to him instead of just giving it to him. Like, that wasn't going to work.